Little flat Jodi juror here is going to show us what a typical day is like for a jury.
In time, 9 a.m. at the Maricopa County Courthouse for a 9:30 start time. Then some time in the box, the jury box. Jodi's juror is allowed a mid-morning break, maybe to catch a smoke. Back in the box. After 3 hours of testimony, it's lunchtime. Jodi's juror is hungry, so go get some food. Once lunch is over, it's back to jury duty for 3 more hours. Payday for jury duty is almost here. $12 a day plus mileage. Whew, what a deal. Then after a 7-hour day, Jodi's juror is finally homeward bound.
All right, so what's it really like to serve in a high-profile murder case? I want to actually bring in Ricardo Enriquez. He was a juror in the trial of music exec Phil Spector. So I'm curious, Ricardo, you were on that jury for 6 months. How hard was it, to not talk about the case?
Well, it wasn't difficult at all. We were reminded by the judge every night not to talk to anyone about it, read anything about it, internet anything. So we were pretty well, obedient.
Did you ever think you were going to lose it, though, at any point, or crack?
No, not really. No, they treated us very, very, very well.
Were you tempted to watch the news ever?
No, but I was more in fear of the judge finding out or something like that, because the judge was pretty strict, and we had a lot of respect for him.
So how did you, maintain your sanity? What was it like when you left the courtroom?
Well, it was we were escorted out, taken to our cars, and then pretty much continued with the rest of my day. We did spend most of the day there. They did let us out at 4:30. So we just went home, had dinner, and went back the next day.
Ricardo, it's Christy here, and I'm wondering, what's it like to go home after being there during the day? Because I would think people are grilling you, wanting to know what you know and what you think about what's going on.
Well, the difficult part was that I did work in a law firm at the time, and a lot of on Fridays, the courtroom was dark, so we went back to our normal routine on Friday, and a lot of the attorneys would try to glean something from me. Other attorneys would remind them, he can't talk about it, leave him alone. But for the most part, they were pretty respectful of the role of a juror there at the firm I worked at.
Look at Joey's face.
Yeah, Joey, what's that look? You got a question there?
Leave it to a lawyer to try to get him to break the rules and talk about the case, right?
Poor Ricardo, yeah. Well, I guess, when you watch this Jodi trial and you pay attention to, what are you thinking about when you think of those jurors and what they're going through? Like, are you reminded of anything? Are you having flashbacks? Are you, kind of tell me how you feel.
Well, I guess they are eating lunch in the courtroom. We used to have lunch brought in every day also. And I guess the county of L.A. had only contracted with one particular restaurant, which was Middle Eastern. So everything we had, whether it was Mexican, Chinese, all had a certain Middle Eastern flair to it. And we all kind of looked forward to lunch.
I love it. So the best thing was the great food, Ricardo, but you never eat Mexican or Middle Eastern or Chinese anymore, right?
Well, the only thing is that everything contained garbanzo beans.
Oh,
poor Ricardo.
Wow.
He will never, ever have another garbanzo bean on his salad. Ricardo, thanks for calling in.
You're welcome.